Hello, YouTube, and welcome to another episode of Daily Life with your host. Still not going to mention my name over the internet. Okay, I hope you had a great week last week. I had a very relaxing holiday. It's much cooler now. As you can see, I'm wearing long sleeves now. A couple weeks ago, when I last spoke to you, it was quite nice. It was pleasant, warm, and you can tell that winter's on the way because it is getting colder in my part of the world. So I hope you had a good week off. Didn't have to listen to me for a whole 5 days. That must have been refreshing. Of course, you never have to listen to me any day if you don't want to, but that's your decision. Alright, I just wasted 53 seconds on that introduction, so it's time to get into the topic for today. I was going to do the topic on Apple. It's a company that I'm not too fond of, but I don't really want to talk about that. So I'm going to talk about TV commercials, something that I like even less than Apple. When I watch TV season's about a month old now, I just want to watch the show. I don't want to buy moisturizer at that point in time. I'm a guy. We don't use that much moisturizer. So right there, I mean, half of the products that they sell on TV, you're not even going to use. I don't have any use for a tampon or a moisturizer. I don't even have a use for most of the products that they sell that are designed to be marketed for men. A leaf blower? I live in an apartment complex. Big apartment building. Don't need a leaf blower. They got people that do that. They do a wonderful job. So I don't need a leaf blower. So let's say that maybe 90% of the commercials that are on TV are totally unnecessary and don't relate to me at all. That leaves 10% left. Now, of those 10%, let's say I was actually remotely interested in buying your product. You've got 3 seconds. Studies have shown that if you don't make your case for why I should buy your product in 3 seconds, the other 27 seconds, I'm probably going to be tuning you out. Probably going to be checking my phone. Probably going to be making out with my girlfriend. Probably going to be going to get a snack. Going to the washroom. You got 3 seconds. Otherwise, I'm not interested in what you have to say. So those 3 seconds are critical. And the advertisers listening out there, prime demographic, right here. You look for 18 to 49-year-old males. I know you do. Don't know why I decided to do a Texas accent there, but I'm going to stop that now. It's kind of freaking me out. So from somebody who is both a prime target of ads and somebody who happens to be very influenced by ads, you might want to pay attention if you're listening to this major ad companies because it could be useful. Focus group me. You just got to pay me like $200. Anyway, I'm digressing again. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, the effectiveness of ads. So you got 3 seconds. That's it. 3, 2, 1. It's not a long amount of time. And what do I want to see in those 3 seconds? Well, depends on what you're selling me. If you're selling me beer, studies say that I, as an 18 to 49-year-old man, want to see a woman in a low-cut top. Now, I am not the typical male, so I don't want to see that. Most males that fall into my demographic category will. So I'm going to pretend I'm the average male right now. So you put that image in my head. Now, here's something I don't understand. How does that relate to beer? I mean, it doesn't. The first thing I see is a shirt. I'm going to think you're selling a shirt to a woman. Not beer to a man. You follow my logic? I don't. I just don't know. I don't get it. Anyway, but if you do want to sell me beer, as the standard average male, that's the way you're probably going to do it. And it's true. I mean, 90% of the ads I see for beer, that's what comes up. It's a woman in a low-cut shirt. That's the reason. Now, this is a family program, so I probably shouldn't be talking about beer. So let's think of something else to talk about. What's another common ad you see on TV? Help me brainstorm. Oh, let's use fast food companies. Now, you see a lot of ads for fast food companies. Same rule applies. You have 3 seconds to convince me why I should eat at your restaurant. How are you going to spend those 3 seconds? You going to show me a picture of the hamburger? Probably be a useful way to start. I don't really know how you start those ones though. I've seen a lot more beer ads apparently than hamburger ads. But anyway, that's about all I want to say about that part of advertising. I want to talk to you for a couple minutes now about how annoying ads are. Like I said at the very beginning a few weeks ago, in fact, what was the first show that I put up? The 5th of October was when I first posted a show. And I said I'd probably talk to you about annoying stuff because it's funnier. TV commercials are the epitome of annoying in the Western world. I don't know how I can describe how annoying they are, because 9 times out of 10 you haven't captured my attention in those 3 seconds. So now I have to spend 27 seconds ignoring you. That's a waste of time. And annoying my time. I mean, nobody likes it when their time is wasted. On the other hand, I know why networks have to air commercials. It's because they got to make money. Everybody has to make money somehow, right? I have a job. People have jobs, or they collect welfare checks. That's not a main way people make money, but I'm digressing again. Networks make money by airing commercials. I know you have to do it. I know it's a necessity of life for you. You have to do it to make your money. I get that. There's lots of things people have to do to make money. So make it interesting. That's all I want to say. I know you're trying, but you're failing. You're failing at it because if you were successful, people would like commercials. Think about it. If the advertising agencies were good at making commercials and then people, you would think people would like to watch them. People don't, so you must be failing. Now that's on a whole. I'm sure that there are some advertising agencies that are very successful and people like to watch their commercials, but I think that's the exception, not the rule. What else was I going to talk about TV ads? Just going to talk about something else and it skipped my mind, so this is another one of those moments where you're just going to have to bear with me while I figure out something to talk about here in the last 2 minutes or so. Tying up some loose strings as we finish off the show. Loose string TV commercial. Has your pet ever watched a TV commercial? Because I'm over at people's houses sometimes, and sometimes people's, like a dog or a cat will just like sit there and watch the TV commercial, and I'm like, you really feed your dog soda? Like, it's kind of animal cruelty there, man. Or woman. Don't give your dog or cat Coke with dinner. They're not going to like that. Upsets their little animal intestinal system. It's not a good idea. It's just my piece of advice for the day. Don't give them water. They don't need Coke. You see ads for water. I guess if they were watching ad about water, then that would be an appropriate piece of TV programming to show your pet, but don't make them sit through. I mean, if only 10% of commercials apply to me, then I would say like 1/10 of 1% of commercials are going to apply to like my pet. It's like nothing. And they don't even understand what's going on. They don't want to see this. They're just like, can I go inside and run around? Instead you're making me sit in here and watch TV with you? Like, come on man, get a life. People watch too much TV in the Western world. Go and play with your pets, people. Be active. I'm going to go outside and take a walk. It's a nice day. As soon as I'm done this show. In 25 seconds. Exercise. Alright, well, that pretty much wraps up this episode of Daily Life. I hope you'll tune in tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to be talking about coffee shops. Interesting topic. A lot of things to talk about. So I hope to see you right back here at this hour, whenever I post it tomorrow. Have a great evening.